Ever wonder why some leaders inspire unwavering loyalty, while others leave a trail of disgruntled employees? It's not just about strategy or skills. It's about something far more powerful, something you might be overlooking. Stick around, because we're diving deep into the secret weapon of exceptional leaders, emotional intelligence. In today's fast-paced, interconnected world, emotional intelligence, EQ, has become an indispensable skill for leaders across industries. In fact, a survey by the World Economic Forum predicts that emotional intelligence will be one of the top 10 job skills in demand by 2025. A compelling statistic from TalentSmart reveals that 90% of top performers possess high emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence has emerged as the most crucial leadership skill, driving interpersonal success and creating positive, high-performance work environments. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of those around you. How to identify a lack of emotional intelligence? A lack of emotional intelligence skills often results in workplace conflicts and misunderstandings. This dynamic often stems from an inability to recognize or comprehend emotions. One of the most common indicators of low emotional intelligence is difficulty managing and expressing emotions. You might struggle with acknowledging colleagues' concerns appropriately or wrestle with active listening. Consider the relationships you have with your coworkers. Ask yourself, are your conversations strained? Do you repeatedly blame others when projects don't go as planned? Are you prone to outbursts? These are all signs of a lack of emotional intelligence. It's important to cultivate social skills by understanding and practicing empathy and the core components of emotional intelligence. The 4 components of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is typically broken down into 4 core competencies: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship management. Let's talk about each separately. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is at the core of everything. It describes your ability to not only understand your strengths and weaknesses, but to recognize your emotions and their effect on you and your team's performance. To bring out the best in others, you first need to bring out the best in yourself, which is where self-awareness comes into play. One easy way to assess your self-awareness is by completing 360-degree feedback, in which you evaluate your performance and then match it up against the opinions of your boss, peers, and direct reports. Through this process, you'll gain insights into your own behavior and discover how you're perceived in the organization. Self-management. Self-management refers to the ability to manage your emotions, particularly in stressful situations, and maintain a positive outlook despite setbacks. Leaders who lack self-management tend to react and have a harder time keeping their impulses in check. A reaction tends to be automatic. The more in tune you are with your emotional intelligence, however, the easier you can make the transition from reaction to response. It's important to pause, breathe, collect yourself, and do whatever it takes to manage your emotions, whether that means taking a walk or calling a friend, so that you can more appropriately and intentionally respond to stress and adversity. Social awareness. While it's important to understand and manage your emotions, you also need to know how to read a room. Social awareness describes your ability to recognize others' emotions and the dynamics in play within your organization. Leaders who excel in social awareness practice empathy. They strive to understand their colleagues' feelings and perspectives, which enables them to communicate and collaborate more effectively with their peers. By communicating with empathy, you can better support your team, all while improving your individual performance. Relationship management. Relationship management refers to your ability to influence, coach, and mentor others, and resolve conflict effectively. Some prefer to avoid conflict, but it's important to properly address issues as they arise. Research shows that every unaddressed conflict can waste about 8 hours of company time in gossip and other unproductive activities, putting a drain on resources and morale. If you want to keep your team happy, you need to have those tough conversations. In a survey by the Society for Human Resource Management, 72% of employees ranked respectful treatment of all employees at all levels as the top factor in job satisfaction.